Unless Jessica Messica's hanging out in there. Because somebody asked, Messica's in here?
No. Well, folk, I don't wear my wigs.
I'm surprised she stopped sharing people's nudes long enough to go hang out.
The thing is, you guys, like, I've faced all my demons. Like, I've worked out every single issue I've ever had. Like, I take accountability for anything I've done. I don't try and hide from it or run from it.
A lie detector determined that was a lie.
Sometimes it happens for people right away, and sometimes it takes people years and years and years to get sober. I was one of those people. I feel like there was like a good 10 years where it was off and on sobriety.
Oh, and he also cheated on her with a beezer. Oh, I love this. I can't get enough of people's tweets on this.
I wanted to go to Ulta. Well, my mom wanted to go to Ulta to like maybe get a mascara and a few more Christmas presents, but I really don't want to people. But yeah, I will never be foodie. Like, I do a lot of things wrong. I make mistakes. I'm human. But the thing is, like, I learn from them and I grow and I don't repeat my mistakes.
It looks like I was just used again. Another fucking thing. Used again. Used again.
He's not into you. What? Jessica's here. Of course Jessica's here. Jessica's everywhere. Instead of paying attention to her family, her kids, focusing on a place to live or getting a job or getting back into rehab, she's like on 5 different sock accounts everywhere. Like, how does she find the time? Ay. I heard she relapsed. People that talk to her do. Am I going to say that? No. I'm just going to say this from an outsider looking on without even any judgment. She just got out of rehab, doesn't have a place to live, has 2 kids. She has like a few days, if that, a week or whatever. She needs to find a place to live or she needs to get back into rehab. I think she said, like, why so much time walking the streets on live streams or like obsessing over Eugene Yokuni on live streams? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm working because A, I have to. I have a daughter going through stuff, and B, I could still be productive because I'm sober. And once you're sober, like, you could, if you're a sober mom in recovery, like, you guys will get this. Like, you can truly do it all. You can truly do it all.
To carry around that much hate tells me something is very, like, you don't like yourself. Like, you don't like yourself.
We made a baby, and we made a beautiful baby. And we were really trying to play house there for a while, but I wasn't ready to settle down and be a wife or a mom.
I've got how many restraining orders?
Katie, what would I'm not trying to sue you. What would I sue you for? An ashtray and an empty vodka bottle?
You are the scum of the earth. I'm going to try and log on to Twitter so I could show you guys it if you want to go report or whatever. I just need a minute, okay? I'm usually really strong.
Mind you, this man had me convinced we were buying a house together.
I don't know. She makes really poor choices. She really does.
But do you get nobody's talking about you because they like you? Like, we all point and laugh. That's what it is.
I don't wish this pain on anyone, not even the people whose guts I hate on this platform.
Oh!
I'm just kidding.
Okay, then why did you make fun of me falling off an electric scooter going 15 miles per hour? And I have actual problems I didn't do to well, it's debatable if I did it to myself, but I didn't eat myself this way. Let's talk about the good stuff. I'm excited for, me and my baby daddy aren't officially back together or anything like that. Like, I'm technically single. But I'm excited for just, I don't know if it's new beginnings because, like, we're old. We're just new again. I don't know. I'm just excited for a chance at new memories, to make new memories. I'm excited to be healthy for each other at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Well, I think, ladies, if you drink, I can't. If you drink enough and squint, you can make him look like Usher. You just got to squint really hard, okay?
Yeah. He can rap a little bit, too. He's
Oh, he can rap? Oh, I'm sold.
Yeah.
Just to see that kind of thing. Well, actually, the way it works, like, I was in a wheelchair because...
I don't know, but you kind of look like a slug. I wish you peace, and I think you should take some classes to figure out, like, why you hate people that look different than you. I just couldn't be one of those people obsessed. I just couldn't.
Just to remind everyone.
I don't know if anybody got the notification. I feel like I've been so, like, live a lot lately, and YouTube hates me.
So I missed the foodie beauty stuff today. Was like there anything worth talking about? Hey, Jamie.
You know, it's crazy because, like, in the meetings that I used to go to, I was known as the relapse queen. Like, I'd always make it to 90 days relapse, 90 days relapse. It was something about 90 days that, like, I would freak myself out. Yes, I'm feeling a little bit like foodie now. I take the heat for so much and I don't say anything. And then I just know I'm going to say this and people are going to be like, oh, she's exploding. She's more like Chantel. You know what? There's so many people in this community that get away with too much. Tobar, I'm talking about you too. Tobar the ferryman, I'm talking about you too. Enough is enough. I didn't know I was that, like, I guess I should feel flattered. I'm that popular that people could throw such a tantrum just because they're not my kind of people. I just have to be careful because sometimes when I exit out, it takes me to my home screen. And oftentimes Foodie Beauty's nudes are just flowing over there. You know what? It's a busy week to be dying. How do you feel that I get paid to expose your husband bark or your fake husband barking all over the internet? Did it make you rage inside? I keep seeing things about the cup and like I'm not into it. It's not, I don't know. Like I'm not a huge, I like baseball sometimes, but I'm not a huge sit around and like watch sports kind of a girl.
Oh, Breezy, I gotta take a point away from you. You lied.
It wasn't just her. Like, I think there was multiple things going on. I think my channel got mass reported, but like,
Easy, breezy, beautiful. What the fuck, girl?
why would she chase Nader around when he dumped her and still show up at his house and peek through his windows? Because Foodie can't take a hint and be told no.
But only text me about you on YouTube. I felt bad and I won't ever send nudes to a dude on here again. I felt rejected in multiple different ways since I told you I would fly to you.
You know what? I'm happy to not get laid.
Free bags. I know I
You
can't.
really trust? Are you talking about trusting people on the internet? Your husband trusted somebody and he told them that he was going to shit on them.
I do.
Didn't he turn her down for like a catfish he was like making up?
No, he kept calling me until eventually I stopped answering his calls after he got caught with Jessica Muska, Christina the Latina, Kaya, and everybody else. That's how that went down. But
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Breezy, I gotta take a point away from you. You lied.
That's not
I am way too sober for this.
position.
You know, like the fruit cocktail cups. So I just downed that at an impressive speed where I'm pretty sure like I beat Foodie at any mukbang she's ever done. I don't know. I kind of impressed myself right now. I didn't know I had that skill. So just to let you guys know, I can down a fruit cup pretty quickly to all the feeders out there. Anyways. Yeah, no, but I don't really have bad taste in men. I wouldn't count garlic bread as like all of my dating history. Remember, I'm 41 years old, so I had a lapse in judgment and fell for a character instead of like the real person, if that makes sense. Like I fell for the fairy tale and the story that was sold to me. I started my new job. So that's been fun. It's been a journey. It's been wild to go back into working at 40 years old. So I've been working, obviously. I've been doing YouTube. I worked before that, but it's hard to explain. I just feel like at 40 years old, just getting back out there, it was kind of scary. She just got gifted 5 memberships. Did it go away? Oh no, can Salah be shirtless at the pool? He's so handsome. Is it K-Bella number 2? I saw a neighbor whose plate is music biz Nick wife. It says it must be Nick. I think that's Marty's. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Ask him. I guess next time you see him, ask him. You'll see in my video, I also say how I see certain creators that are like poking and then like crying once they get like the attention of certain creators. I'm going to try and log on to Twitter so I could show you guys it if you want to go report or whatever. I just need a minute, okay? I'm usually really strong.
Oh, Breezy Biatch is big mad too. Well, Breezer can stay fucking mad and stupid. Listen. She happens to be one of the hater-ass beaches we will be addressing before we get going tonight, okay? Breezer, bitch, you fucking Breezer, okay? I don't like Breezer. That's not a secret. Breezer wants some kind of weird fucking alliance, or I don't even fucking know what the hell Breezer wants from me right now, but Breezer fuck all the way off, okay? Breezer has been whining about me in that obnoxious fucking voice of hers, talking about like, if she could only get past her blind hatred for me, we could really roast yo mama together. You can't roast anyone. This is your problem, okay? Or not problem, to each their own, but we could really roast yo mama together. You can't roast anybody, Breezer. Who's Breezer? Just breezing today. I call her that Breezer bitch, okay? She can't roast. So, no, I should put aside my blind hatred for you? You really think you're that important? Blind hatred, as if I've like thought about you this much in life. That is adorable. If you want to roast somebody, you go ahead, okay? You just go ahead. I won't be roasting anybody with you or on your behalf or anything like that.
Your chat's overrun with Jessica Messica's chat, and she's using you to get back at me. All because, do you guys want to know? Jessica Messica sent me a Discord link trying to get me to join so she can either do something. There was an ulterior motive, and I passed the Discord out like candy. I did.
In general.
Apparently, I'll get into this later on Twitch, but apparently in a certain Discord, they were saying they were going to be sending pizza to my house. So thank you, Messica. I will definitely be covering some things later. One day, he picked up my daughter out of my arms and took her to his mom's and said, like, until you get better, F this. And we had to get the courts involved. I had to sign over rights. Yes, let's look at people who are actually working for their money, Crystal. Maybe you can learn a lesson from them. Did you just say I'm not stopping you, son of a bitch? I'm sure he's a very nice guy, but I am not interested in Monty. I'm not interested in anybody. I'm not. I hate to break burst people's bubbles who really think I'm out there like hitting every man up in the DMs like Messica does. I'm not interested in dating anybody. Missy Moo is back. And Jessica Messica actually welcomed her back into the community. I think she's even in Jessica Messica's Discord. Anyways, so thanks, Jessica. You wouldn't know anything about a sobriety date because you're still drowning yourself in booze. And I don't feel sorry for saying that. So I'm not letting this subject go. I'm not letting this issue go. The more Bali talks, the more I share. Get it? Bali talks and shares. I think I'm done supporting you as a creator if this is what you think of people. If I have an opinion that I've never seen you guys all in my chat before at the same time, and suddenly you guys were here the same night Carrie was, and I just literally saw you bragging in a chat about putting breadsticks to piss her off during my live stream. My opinion is I don't really have an opinion other than I'm saying don't use me to like get back at each other. I fell off a balcony 40 feet off onto my head. The only reason I survived was because I was drunk. And I even tried to leave the hospital that night. I tried to sign an AMA against medical advice, and they told me if I left, I was going to die. I had a ruptured spleen. I always get this part confused. A bruised something and a ruptured spleen. Either it was a bruised spleen and a ruptured something, but this is how bad my injuries were. Like my arms are so big now, a little bit deformed because I really ruined them on that fall. They were black and blue, and like so the skin became weak. That's why it's like even if I work out my arms, it's like hard to lose weight in this area. I had a fractured neck. I bit through my tongue. Eventually, I think enough bad things happened in San Pedro. I started hanging out at places, we joked about Natter's house being like the crack that I was hanging out in real places like that. When I throw a pity party for myself, like I'm no expert, but I highly doubt she's clean or sober. But you know what? Like, I could tell you're Jessica's people because, like, Jessica's kind of vibe is like everybody's at like the restaurant having fun or like vibing, or like if you go to a bar, you're at like the cute little bar like vibing, and then Jessica and her crew come in and like there's fights everywhere and people throwing things and starting shit, and like everybody has to leave who just wants to have a good time. Like he has so many why does he have so many opinions on what we're doing? So many opinions, and like who are you? The most time I've ever spent in jail is when the incident with my grandpa happened, and that was for 3 days. I think when people think of grandpa, they think like this short little guy. My grandpa was half Native American and half French. And his whole life we were very close, by the way. For the first few years of my life, like I think up until I was 6, I wouldn't talk to anybody but my grandpa. Like I didn't talk. I don't know if I've shared that with you guys or not, but like I felt like I didn't have anything to say to anybody else but him. He was like the most important thing in my life. It was weird. Like people remember, and I love my mom, but people remember like a certain parent being like the most important thing in the world to them being young, and it was always my grandpa. He was a very calm man, but he would go 0 to 100 and have a horrible temper. Before he got sick, I hope Jessica is clean. I'm saying before I would see her walk around a lot, and then I know she went to rehab. I don't know what's going on with her now. I hope she's clean. I'm not saying she isn't. Anyways, before we found out my grandpa had dementia, like he got really, really angry. And there was a few years where he would just hit whoever was there. Like he was angry. And I can't share everything that happened that day, but I'll let you know, like I made a horrible reaction, keyword reaction, that I wouldn't have made if I was sober. So I just wanted him to not hit me, and I was pushing him away, and that's it. That's all. There's no beating anybody up. When he fell, he like got a little tiny cut on his arm.
Sure, Jan.
I did call, and I had a long chat with Brownsburg PD, but there isn't anything they can do unless she actually doxes me. So they had me email them like screenshots and the live stream and my live stream of reacting, and that's that. They have all the information, but until, they took her threats pretty seriously, but they can't do anything, which is so crappy. Like, I'll just say that it's so crappy that you actually have to get hurt or doxed in order for like the system to be able to help you at all. And that sucks.
Busy Little B, I will have to congratulate you and thank you on this coverage of the story that nobody ever wants to hear. That's about Breezy and garlic bread. I am all over anytime you drop some content.